In 1995, the Dayton Peace Agreement brought the four-year war in Bosnia to a close. 60,000 NATO troops were sent to the country in the first ever ground deployment for the alliance. Their role was to enforce the military aspects of the peace deal. Now, 15 years on, a European force of just 2,000 remain. Only 4 of them are from Britain. Our reporter Claire Sadler has been to Bosnia to see how the European model is working.
This is present-day Sarajevo. On first glance, it could be any European city, but rewind the clock back to 1992, and it was a very different story. Bosniaks, or Bosnian Muslims, Croats and Serbs were pitted against one another in a vicious war that saw more than 11,000 people killed in the siege of Sarajevo alone. The new generation is hoping for change in the upcoming October elections.
In the area that they live, the relationship after the war is not quite improved. Actually, there's even separation, so to speak, in the schools, where Bosniak children go one shift and other children go other shifts.
And while the young want change, the older generation are more reluctant. The city still bears the scars of the past.
The Holiday Inn Hotel became a well-known symbol of the Bosnian conflict, and that's because the journalists were holed up here during the war, so it regularly featured on the news programmes. The road in front of it got named Sniper Alley, and that's because hundreds of people were either killed or injured here by the snipers who were just 600 yards in that direction on the Serbian front line.
Despite huge progress, Bosnia still isn't standing on its own 2 feet. In 2004, a European Union force took over responsibility from NATO for maintaining a safe environment in Bosnia and preventing a return to violence. 25 nations make up the 2,000-strong EUFOR. Just 4 of those are British personnel.
The secret weapon of EUFOR, effectively, is the fact that it can operate and communicate. And what binds the different nationalities together is the fact that we use English.
Although the British contribution is small, the personnel hold key positions, including a major role in tracking down the remaining indicted war criminals.
The British input is for EUFOR extremely important. You bring in a lot of experience from many missions abroad.
Britain's commitment to Afghanistan is a huge drain on the defence budget. EUFOR is proving to be a highly successful model in Bosnia. It's prompted the question, could it be the future?
Coalition, whether it's a European coalition or a NATO coalition, I think there's a definitely, you get strengths from every country in that case, and that's the way it's worked.
Britain has invested heavily in Bosnia. More than 50 troops lost their lives in the country. Although Bosnia is considered to be a NATO EUFOR success story, 15 years on from the peace deal, there is still no plan for the European force to withdraw. Claire Sadler, Forces News, Sarajevo.